Welcome back to Monson Made This. Today we are doing another taste test. Last time we did a vegan cheese taste test, which I'll have linked above if you want to check that out. Today we're back with candy. I have a ton of vegan candy here. We both have a bit of a sweet tooth. Ben in particular has a bit of a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And I have a collection of candy here that I found mostly at natural grocers, but I did see that they had this at Sprouts also. And most of these aren't just accidentally vegan, they actually say vegan on the package, so that's a plus. They're mostly certified vegan. We have a ton of different categories here too, I guess. We do gummies stuff. We have like M&M chocolate covered candy style. We have peanut butter cup like Reese's style. We have Starburst style. We have caramel.
Starburst style.
It's a style of candy.
Like Starburst like.
Starburst like. And this one I think is supposed to be like a Almond Joy or a, is it Milky Way that doesn't have nuts? Almond Joy has nuts. Mounds.
Okay.
Like a Mounds, like a coconut filled.
Ocho.
And these are coconut caramel. So
I just wanted to, like, is it really something that you have to seek out vegan candy? Because isn't a lot of candy vegan anyway?
So there's accidentally vegan candies. I think Starburst is now accidentally vegan, but things like Starburst is not.
You just said Starburst twice.
Sorry, Skittles
are accidentally vegan?
Are accidentally vegan. Starburst is not. Things like Reese's peanut butter cups are not, but this brand Justin's is pretty readily available, and if you get the dark chocolate version, they are vegan. M&M's are not. Most gummy products like we have here contain gelatin, so they're not. There's a few random candies, like I think like Zowers.
Mike and Ike's.
Mike and Ike's I don't think are actually because of the like wax coating. I think they have like a beeswax coating, but I'm not necessarily sure. But that's why it's important with these ones here that are specifically vegan. They say it on the package just to help make sure that you know for a fact what you're...
Now, these are expensive, right? Like, isn't this like $4 for this?
Not for this size. Everything here except for this bag, I have the receipt here. Most everything here was under $2 for each of the individual packages. They do have larger sizes that you can get, but yeah, I mean, like the Justin's brand is a little bit more expensive than say like a Reese's peanut butter cup, but
yeah, you can get like a sleeve of Reese's, like a 10-pack for like $2.
And I would say like generally there's probably like a slight vegan premium on all this stuff, but a lot of them do, I don't know if any of them specifically, made with organic sugar, so they are using the word organic in a lot of these, so I think that helps raise the price as well, in addition to them being mostly like allergy friendly and again specifically vegan.
So what was the grand total for all of this? This haul?
I don't know what this was specifically. I'll add it up and I'll put that total below.
Oh, is there other stuff on that receipt?
Yeah, I bought a few other things. I would say we're close to maybe like between $30 and $40.
$30 a candy.
But let's say like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yeah, so I would say between 30 and 40. Again, we're just under $2 per item here, except for these, which are just a bit more expensive. So, where do you want to start? Do you want to start with the Reese's family? Do you want to start with the caramel family, the Starburst family, the gummy family?
Most interested in these because I love a Starburst, and if there's something that's vegan that's comparable.
So these are
called sour berry, huh?
These are called Chewie Fruities. I have the lemon and raspberry flavor. You have the sour berry flavor.
Never heard of Torie and Howard.
Torie and Howard, neither have I.
There's something about this packaging that makes me think of like medicine, like cough drops or something.
They are brown rice syrup, cane syrup, colored with beetroot juice. So I'd say let's open these and give them a try. So far, opening them up, they do serve kind of a Starburst
they're
realness.
Fat though.
I would go a little bit like the wrapper's a little now and later style.
Yeah, they're definitely thicker than a Starburst. There's some thick boys.
I can smell these, like they're quite potent though.
Yeah, they are. They smell really good.
The color's a bit like opaque compared to a Starburst.
Right. Like it almost looks more like a fruit juice thing.
Yeah. Definitely a lot more firmer than a Starburst. But I have to say, the flavor is amazing.
I like it.
Again,
what was that flavor? I
lemon,
had berry, you had lemon.
Lemon raspberry. It says organic candy chews. 200% of the, 200% vitamin C per serving. So they're healthy.
It's really good.
Yeah, I like these a lot.
I would definitely buy these.
Are we gonna do a 1 to 10 scale?
Yeah, we did that last time. Are we doing the both scale? Like both? How close it is to the original?
Let's do that. How close is it to the original? How delicious is it on its own?
These taste higher quality than Starburst to me.
I agree. There's something. Are you gonna give me one of those? Thanks. There is something sort of like higher end about them. Specifically the flavor. Like at least with the one I had, the flavor has a freshness to it. I would say in terms of being like a Starburst, it's probably like a 5.5, 6.
I'd go a little higher than that.
Would you?
Other than the flavors being obviously very different, it's giving you like all of the same elements. Oh yeah. This one's really good. That's like lemonade in your mouth. Oh, that's so good.
Sour just hit me. They're just really juicy. Like the flavor is really strong.
Yeah, I love those.
I would say if I were to have to choose between these and a Starburst, I would actually choose.
I would choose these over Starburst.
So I'm gonna give them in terms of like buy again, like a solid 10 status.
I guess a 10, like a 10 seems crazy high, but yeah.
Considering it's our first.
Those are good.
I might prefer the lemonade one, but
I think I prefer the lemonade one.
They're both really good.
But that just goes down to like the flavors that I normally like anyways. And
woo, I like them.
That's good.
So these are from the Wholesome company. These are organic fruit chews. Also starting out with the same beginning ingredient, brown rice syrup. Also colored with natural things.
Natural things. They look just like the things we just tried.
Yeah, seriously. So it looks like we've got like a red one, a slightly purplish one, a yellow one, and an orange one.
I'm gonna try the yellow just because to compare sort of.
Yeah.
So these are essentially Starburst as well?
They're going for that Starburst type of effect.
Interesting.
Comparing them, they're very much a very similar, if not exact, style and texture of packaging. As well, they do seem a little bit thick. Considering the ingredients were very similar, I'm wondering...
They're like the same thing, just repackaged.
I'm thinking they're the same thing. Even like noticing the way that they exist in coming out of the package.
These are the same thing. These have to be the same thing. I know in the cheese video you said that a lot of companies just like mass produce and put different labels on the same product.
Or they have, sorry to chew with or talk with my mouth full.
Oh, you're hard though.
One company that makes them and rebrands them. That happens with all sorts of foods.
Why are these hard?
They're really hard.
They're not nearly as juicy. Like, where's the juice?
That drops it down to like a, I had a little juice. 4 in terms of being...
It's in there somewhere.
4-ish in terms of being Starburst-like.
These are more the like consistency of a Starburst. They're a little harder, like Starburst.
Once you get through it.
Yeah.
That was tough to get into.
I still like it.
Yeah, I'm getting to like the enjoyment part.
There's like no flavor at first, and then once it finally becomes pliable in your mouth, then you can start to taste it.
Versus those other ones, it was like poof, right away. They're good.
I'm gonna give these like a 7.
I'd 7 by them again.
I would eat them.
Yeah,
but
these are better.
Yeah, if you have that as an option, go for those.
Put them aside. Just for your...
You need like a trash pile.
Office, well not trash, candy, and they'll be for your office drawer later. We still have kind of like fruit flavors in our mouth. Do you want to just continue with the gummies then?
Sure, yeah.
All right, I have gummy bears on my end. You have cinnamon bears down there. Is it weird if we...
Yeah, those are very different things. Let's just do those
one at a time?
Yeah.
So these are just supposed to be like gummy bears. They are from Wholesome. They're Surf Sweets. Tapioca syrup, cane sugar. Just kidding. This one has gelatin in it. I thought
Wow.
Looked really hard and
Wow.
found them that didn't have gelatin.
What are you even doing?
We're not trying these.
Okay.
Let's double check this one.
I could try them, but
Do you want to?
no, it's fine. If they're not vegan, then there's no point.
I swear I spent a good solid like 15 to 20 minutes in the aisle reading everything. Just goes to show you, sometimes that just happens. Organic cane sugar. Okay, sorry. These are the sour worms. Organic cane sugar, organic tapioca syrup, pectin, which is what we're looking for instead of gelatin, because that's the thing that's going to give it the texture. And then natural flavors and colors by things like carrot, turmeric, annatto.
Wait, so this is the same brand?
Same brand.
But they're actually vegan.
Yeah, this one does say, I swear. So there's a line here, it's white on yellow. It does say no synthetic colors, naturally flavored, and vegan. I don't know why they always put like gluten-free. Super large. I hope I didn't go into the red there, but
yeah,
super large gluten-free. But then you have to like scour for the
so why do you think a brand goes out of their way to make a vegan product and then in the same packaging make a non-vegan product that's also gummy? Like if they
Which is strange because these cinnamon gummy bears do say vegan on the package. I don't know how I missed it with those ones. But,
well, if they can make those vegan, why couldn't these be vegan?
That is a very good question.
That's what I don't get.
If anybody works for Wholesome and can tell us why they chose to put gelatin in these and not in anything else, thank you for these, by the way. But like, really? Couldn't have done with the gummy bear?
Like, that's confusing.
Doesn't make any sense. And especially that they're all in the same aisle. And make your vegan
really have to read
lettering a little bit easier, especially on the gummy bear. It's literally the smallest wording on the package, vegan, and it's in the crease.
Well, watching that video the other day about like trigger words, vegan was one of the worst words to label products with.
Oh, what is it? 35% of people
wouldn't buy it.
Something like that has to do with it. These companies probably do a lot of market research in terms of that. So, after that diatribe, this is a vegan sour gummy worm.
Yeah. It's sticky.
Yeah.
Or like I know the other ones, who makes those?
Torie?
Yeah, I don't know. Those ones aren't really sticky.
Immediately the texture is very different. Immediately it doesn't have that gummy, like, rah, chew. Your teeth sort of just go right through it. That's the pectin versus the gelatin, I believe.
I think I like it better.
What does that texture remind me of?
Like jelly, like firm jelly.
Yeah, it's like a firm, there you go, it's a firm jelly, which is what I guess pectin is used to thicken jellies, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's not something that you're just gonna chew and chew. It just breaks apart pretty easily.
Yeah, the one that I had was like a lemony.
Yeah, the flavor's good.
Kind of flavor. That's really good.
They're definitely not the same.
No, not overpoweringly sweet, or sour, I mean.
I would give them like a 5 in terms of like how close to like regular sour worms they are, but
yeah, they don't have that chew at all.
In terms of flavor, like an 8. Like they're really good.
I would go like 8.5.
Super juicy and flavorful.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
Okay.
I haven't had gummy worms in 2 years, so. Fish. Or we have these two that they're the non-sour. You want to go with those?
Let's do these. Just so they're basically the exact same thing.
I
just
think
without
so.
Sour sugar on them.
Yeah, and double check. It does say.
It doesn't say vegan.
So, Wholesome. I swear I spent a lot of time reading these. No. So these are vegan, not with gelatin. These I just realized, I don't know how I did this. I'm really sorry. I guess the haul's not as good as I thought it was. These have gelatin in them also. Do you want to just do a quick test because you're here in terms of like texture?
But like that's so dumb.
It is dumb.
What are you doing?
They're both worms. Those are like look like old school.
It's like it's real stretchy
compared to
that would just rip. Yeah, that just breaks in half. It's a gummy.
Yeah.
This is like hands down your traditional gummy, but again, it's not vegan, so of course it is. It's just like everything else out there. It's good. Very chewy though.
But you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
These ones, the organic Delish fish. We've had these before. I bought these from like Thrive Market. They're supposed to be like a Swedish fish, which
So Swedish fish knockoff.
I do think the Swedish fish might actually be vegan. I know that the tropical ones are.
Right. I know you specifically looked for the tropical ones.
These say it on the package.
So they're darker color.
Definitely.
The fish, I'm really impressed with what this fish looks like. Like, there's a lot of actual detail on that fish. Like, I can see his face,
really
his
well
scales.
conceived.
Swedish fish are not like that. They're just blobs.
Yeah, definitely they spend a lot of time getting the fish detail.
Wow, fish detail on point.
Cane sugar, tapioca.
I like a gummy that's like this. I don't know how to describe exactly what's happening. It's like firmer. It's not super chewy.
I almost wish the sour gummy worms were a little bit like this.
Right.
The texture's a little bit chewier, I think, than a Swedish fish. Swedish fish can be a little bit waxy. These are definitely like...
I like a waxy chewy. If anyone knows...
Sour Patch Kids are also accidentally vegan.
If anyone knows what makes a chewy waxier, if that's even the right word.
Yeah, I don't know what the...
Versus like the gummy chewiness. I like the waxy, like more firmer, kind of like...
This just looks like it's like sugars and tapioca and different starches.
Those are good.
Yeah, I like those.
Those are really similar to Swedish fish, I feel like.
Yeah, they're probably the most, out of what we tried, like the thing that they're supposed to be.
So what, like an 8?
I'd go for an A. In terms of flavor, I like them better than a Swedish fish. I feel like there's like a richer flavor.
I'd give them like an 8.5 for candy.
I agree, 8.5.
I really like sour stuff. I like lemon, like stuff with like actual like sour, like crystals of things on it.
So if it just is like sweet like that, just sugar, it's kind of one note.
Yeah, it's one note, but like they're good. I mean, again, like candy, it's candy. Like, who doesn't like candy?
Well, these ones I can already feel the sugar on them. Same company. These are watermelon organic rings. Sugar, tapioca, grape juice, pectin.
I feel like you should have gone like a little wild with something, because I feel like this video is going to be a little bit boring. Like, everything's going to be like, oh, it's an 8, it's a 9, it's all good, because it's candy. Like,
I disagree. As a vegan, there are certain things that I haven't had in a while that it's sort of nice to not necessarily have something wild, but have something like I remember. So being able to say like, oh, I can't get Starburst anymore, but I can get this, or like gummy worms, I haven't had those in a while. Like, the sour crawlers are so good, I haven't been able to eat those.
Yeah.
So from my perspective, it's nice to have like the boring, because I haven't had the boring in a while.
Well, I wouldn't say boring. I just mean we're probably not going to have something that's like disgusting that would like make for funny reactions.
There's
because
some chocolates here made with rice milk that I'm skeptical.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe I shouldn't open my mouth too soon. These look what are those called? Again, like the Trolley Bright, like circular things.
Like the peach, I guess is what we're familiar with. I didn't think they.
What flavor are these?
Watermelon.
Oh, these smell really good.
They do have a sugar coating on them. Be like any other YouTuber and do this.
I mean, the focus is set manual, so it's not going to change.
Wow.
If I can say anything out of what we've tried so far, is all these candies feel higher end.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
That's what the $2 a pack, I guess, gets you. Although, like, I know you buy enough candy at the grocery store that they're not inexpensive.
No, but
boxes
like
of candies are not like.
It's like it has this like cheapness to it. Where like these feel more like handcrafted. Is totally not the right word.
There's a richness.
They're like artisan candies.
This one's nice. The sugar isn't sour by any means, but it adds a nice kind of like.
I haven't had anything
texture.
quite like this. These are really good.
Yeah, and I'm not normally a fan of watermelon candy, but it doesn't seem like an overpoweringly fake watermelon flavor.
I wouldn't know what to compare these to, so on the 0 to 10 comparison, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
They're good. I would give them like a 9.
Yeah, I'm in that range also, because they're definitely better than just like the plain kind of.
What brand was this?
Same, Wholesome. The Surf Sweets by Wholesome.
So Surf Sweets, you got good stuff, but your product line is really confusing in terms of what's vegan and what's not vegan.
Yeah, Surf Sweets, the gummy bears.
Why would you do that?
On a side note here, some items that I didn't pick up that are pretty good that I'm really sure are vegan also are the sour T's and J's from Trader Joe's. Those are amazing in terms of like a chewy candy with a sour crystal skin. And then they have
they're kind of like a Sour Patch Kid, but way different in terms of actual flavor.
Yeah, and then they have Scandinavian Swimmers, which are their like Swedish fish, and I think they come in other flavors. Those are also really good. I'll finish that later. We're doing good so far.
Yeah.
All right, the last sort of chewy thing that we have are the
cinnamon bears.
Cinnamon bears.
Which, how do you feel about cinnamon bears anyway?
I used to like them, although I'm more of like I was the kind of kid that when you're on a road trip and you go to a gas station, you get like a chocolate, you get a fruity, and you get a chip, right? So you get like
all the bases are covered.
But cinnamon or that kind of like thing was never in that. So
smells cinnamony.
Already looking at them though, they're very opaque, they're kind of powdery.
They look like they died.
They're not the bright red.
They've had all the saturation sucked out of them. Poor little bears. They smell so good though. Mmm.
Flavor's good.
I really like that texture.
That's the waxiness you're looking for. What are the ingredients? Sugar, juice, agave, starches, tapioca. Also, again, natural flavors and colors.
The flavor's really good. There is a little bit of weirdness in terms of like the texture.
It gets grainy.
Yeah, I don't know if grainy is how I would describe it, but there's
I would.
That waxiness is real prominent, almost like a little too much so.
Yeah, and it, like as opposed to like gumming and dissolving, it like breaks down and gets a little gritty, I feel.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're just old.
Maybe. Same brand as the other ones. I'm saying in terms of like texture and being like a
Wholesome.
Yeah. I'd say like a 4 to 5, 4.5 in terms of how much they're like a regular non-vegan cinnamon bear, because the texture is just not there.
It's interesting when you compare them to like their Swedish fish, how different like the gumminess is. Like you would think they would just
all three of the ones that we've had, like everything, the worms, the watermelon, those, even though they're all gummy candy, they've been 3 very different textures
very different
of gumminess.
Yeah,
the flavor's good though. I would give them like a 6.5 though. I don't think I would.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd get those again.
Yeah, I agree. Again, it's candy. I would like kill a whole bag of any of this stuff probably. Yeah. But yeah, they're not that amazing. I'm gonna say 6.5 as well. In terms of how like a cinnamon bear they are, the flavor's there.
The flavor's good.
The texture's not.
Everything's just been really solid in terms of flavor. Textures can be a bit off, but okay. That was a fun round. Yeah. Do you want to do the?
And let's go with the M&Ms.
Okay.
Those are basically M&Ms, right?
They are
trying to be M&Ms.
Unreal. Now this brand here, Unreal, they have just like a plain M&M. They have the peanut. I don't know if they have any other ones.
What is this, peanut?
Yeah, these are peanut. But you have to be careful because they have a milk chocolate version and a dark chocolate version. The milk chocolate version is not vegan, so make sure that you're getting the dark chocolate. So,
is there any like reason behind that?
Because the milk chocolate has milk. Dark chocolate.
It's in the name, I guess, right?
And these are also claiming that they don't have any, they're certified vegan, colored by veggies, nothing artificial.
Interesting colors.
Yeah, the colors are pretty. I really like the color.
Why? Yeah, they're like purple.
Yeah, purple, blue.
Smells like a peanut.
It's been a while since I've had an M&M, but I feel like the shell's a bit thinner. You've been eating a lot of peanut butter M&Ms lately, so.
Right.
How does it compare? Flavor's really good. I feel like that shell's a bit thin. It like.
It's real thin.
Gives away really easily.
I typically eat milk chocolate candies. If it's gonna have chocolate in it, I eat milk chocolate. So the dark chocolate definitely stands out to me. And I definitely taste more peanut. I feel like that's the overpowering flavor in this is like the peanut, and then like an aftertaste of dark chocolate.
But you're not a big fan of dark chocolate. I don't feel like it's a solid it's not a bitter dark chocolate flavor.
No.
I don't really recognize the dark chocolateness.
Yeah.
At all. So in terms of it being like M&Ms, I'm gonna give it like an 8.5, 9. That shell break is a bit different.
I would say it's the same.
You think it's the same?
Yeah, it's not exactly an M&M, but it's really close.
Flavor, great though, like a 9.
Yeah, again, it feels like higher end than an M&M.
Well, it's the natural colors, dark chocolate. Plus, let me see if I can find the price here really quick on these. I know this bag was a bit expensive, so $4.49 for this bag, which is filled.
M&Ms are not cheap. The little single serving sleeve thing that I buy, not the small one, but like the resealable thing is like $4.50. So chocolate stuff is usually kind of expensive.
Give it like maybe twice as much.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have these that are cocoa caramels, and these that are more like candy bars. Let's go for the caramels.
Sure.
I have
love a good caramel
cutting board there just to help us. So we have 3 different flavors. These are by Cocoa Mel's. They all do have the vegan V on them, so they are certified vegan. I believe they use coconut milk instead of dairy milk to make the caramel. So we have a vanilla flavor, we have an espresso flavor, and we have a sea salt flavor. Do you want to open one of them? Figured we'd cut them in half so that we can finish this episode in a timely manner, because it might take us a while to chew through.
Oh, they're already in pieces.
Yeah, but just to make it a little easier.
Can you do that? The tip of my thumb's kind of.
So which one was this?
This is the coconut milk caramel.
No, vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay.
And this one's espresso.
But the
Ooh, it's got a little coffee bean on
coconut
it.
milk caramels. Are
Yeah,
they
that's
all
what they
that?
are. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was saying they use coconut milk instead of dairy milk to make the caramel. Okay, so sea salt first.
Sea salt.
Judging just from the look, I mean that's a legit caramel.
Yeah, it's a lot of caramel in there.
Mm.
That's a punch of salt.
I love it.
That's really good.
Mm-hmm. Legit caramel texture.
If you're into that chocolate and salt combination, wow, get yourself some of those.
It nails it. Like the caramel flavor solid, the salt solid, the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
It's just rich. Again, like
it's really rich. I don't know how many of those you could eat.
That's what we've been saying. Like there's just something about them that seems a little bit higher end, or I think this is definitely.
I think I'm gonna stop buying regular candy.
You should. This one is the espresso. There's a coffee bean here too.
Oh man, that caramel, like those are so good.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely coffee. It hits you with that coffee right up front.
Right. You are tasting everything that they say you're gonna taste. It's right up front. But like in the best way possible.
I like a delicious mocha.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It's like the freshest coffee flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain that. Like, it tastes like opening like a fresh bag of coffee.
Cocoa Mel's?
Mm-hmm.
Cocoa Mel's, you're nailing it. I don't normally eat candy like that. I'm not
so
really
good.
a big chocolate person, but I would go out of my way to find those because they're that good.
Again, I've seen these at Sprouts, and I bought these at Natural Grocers. God, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking at first, like, oh, that's not necessarily going to compare to the sea salt, because the sea salt was really good, but I was like good and rich in its own way. Last one?
Yeah.
This one is vanilla.
So there's nothing to really compare these two.
No.
But I'm going to go ahead and give those last two like a 10.
Solid 10.
Those are so good.
100% 10. Maybe we should have tried that one first.
Mm-hmm. Still really good. After those other two, though, this one's just kind of like boring.
It's literally vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Look.
That's what it is, though. So
It's not a striking vanilla flavor.
Mm-mm.
It's just your basic caramel. Still incredible.
Mm-hmm.
I think too you get a little more coconut with that one. It's just a little. Just
My
like
mom would love
the
these.
slightest coconutness at the very end.
So are these healthier though than a regular?
No.
Okay. So like we were saying, those are amazing.
You're asking about them being healthier, or I guess if you're allergic to dairy milk. I mean, I am under the assumption that dairy milk is not healthy for you, but these things are full of sugar and fat and salt, and they're definitely not part of a diet that's trying to restrict those things. So if you're a healthy person, these aren't necessarily going to kill you.
But then again, this is all candy.
It's candy.
Just because it's vegan, I guess why would you expect it to be any healthier?
It's just delicious, and it's vegan. Sometimes that's all we care about, is that it's vegan, and that's what these things are.
So good.
I guess let's save the peanut butter cup thing for last. Let's go into these candy bars here.
This crap out of the way.
Don't call it crap, it's delicious.
But it's...
this thing here, organic Ocho coconut bar. Now, I've actually seen these at the local Albertsons, which is our closest grocery store, although we just got a Sprouts, like, within the last week.
So exciting.
So, this is supposed to be, I think, like a Mounds, a coconut-filled thing. I thought it did say vegan on it here.
Oh gosh, here we go again.
I'm 90% sure, 100%. I've read it, but I was trying to see. Oh, there it is. It does have a certified vegan logo on it. Can't believe I messed up with those gummy bears.
Well, I mean, who could blame you?
Nobody can blame me.
There's so many. There's vegan versions of the same company's product, so.
Right. Which I'm glad that they have vegan options, even if they're not necessarily a vegan company. But it is a bit...
It's strange.
So, coconut filled. I'm just smelling the chocolate. They have some other flavors. I'm not sure what the variation is, but I think coming off those caramels, it's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It does the job. I would still rate it really high. In terms of it being like a Mounds, I don't remember.
Well, there's no nut in it.
Well, that's Almond Joy.
Right.
Almond Joy has nuts, Mounds don't.
Really?
Yeah, they're the same candy bar. One has an almond.
Right, I guess that's how that song goes.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
I don't taste the coconut that much.
Yeah, it's a 7.5 for me.
Yeah.
It's good. It doesn't like blow me away with anything, but if you're craving a type of like Mounds bar, and these are really readily available,
yeah,
they do the job.
I do. Maybe it's just because of those last ones, but like the coconut really doesn't stand out to me that much.
No.
Or like when I'm eating a Mounds or whichever one.
It's definitely more chocolate. Like the chocolate, I think, overpowers the coconut.
And maybe that's because the Mounds I normally eat are milk chocolate.
Maybe.
I don't know. If I'm eating something with coconut in it, I really want to taste the coconut. But yeah, I'd give those like a 7.
Yeah, that's good. I feel bad because I feel like we couldn't do them like justice. Had we had that at a different time in the taste test, we might be different.
Again, like I said, none of this stuff, I don't feel like any of this stuff is going to be bad. It's all going to be, oh, that's delicious. Oh, that's delicious.
These are the Enjoy Life chocolate bars made with rice milk. These are the ones I'm a little bit skeptical of.
Yeah, that looks like diet food packaging, like
that color.
Some kind of like South Beach diet candy bar.
Enjoy Life though is good because they produce a ton of vegan chocolate products, vegan chocolate chips, and they're pretty easy to find in most places. So it's a good company that's doing a good thing.
And you bought all of this at one place?
I bought all this at Natural Grocers. They have a huge candy section, which is amazing. Plus their chip aisle is really nice as well. I'm struggling to get this open. But rice milk is by far my least favorite plant milk. It's just like whitish water. So the fact that they're making milk chocolate out of it, I can't imagine as anything. But I guess you make chocolate without milk, so making chocolate with a slightly whitish water isn't much different. So, looks like chocolate.
Smells kind of like chocolate.
Smells like chocolate. To me, it reads very much like a generic chocolate.
Yeah.
It's high sweet, high sugar, not much cocoa flavor. The texture is a bit brittle.
To me, it tastes
not a creamy.
Exactly like eating the chocolate chips that you would buy in a bag to make chocolate chip cookies, like a bulk bag. It tastes like just eating those chips.
Yeah, which makes sense because they make chocolate chips. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's not.
7-ish.
I would say like I'm definitely I would go a little bit lower, like a 6-ish. I like a more flavorful chocolate.
What do you compare this to? Like a Hershey's bar?
I guess maybe just like a Hershey's bar, just like a plain milk chocolate bar.
A Hershey's bar has more milky flavor than this.
This doesn't have a creamy. It doesn't have a creaminess to it, and to me, the sugar is the flavor that I taste first and foremost. I don't taste chocolate or cocoa.
But it says smooth and creamy on the package.
But it's really not.
It's not.
Maybe it melts.
It's almost more dark chocolate flavory, which is weird.
And I'm just getting sugar.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just, I guess if you're going for just like a generic chocolate bar, this is a generic chocolate bar. No shade.
Yeah.
These things are a wild card before we, these are something weird.
What is it?
A wild card before we get into our final Reese's Peanut Butter Cup taste test. These are chocolate covered rice cakes.
I haven't had a rice cake in a long time.
Oh, weird. Or are they popcorn? No. Organic dark chocolate dipped rice minis. 6 mini rice cakes. And I believe these are certified vegan. Let me just double check one last time.
So a salty sweet combination.
Dark chocolate and rice. I don't know if there's going to be a saltiness to it.
I mean, they look like what you'd expect. It's like a little wafer.
I wonder if it's like eating something like this is like a lower calorie alternative to a chocolate bar.
I think so.
It just gives you a little bit of chocolate.
There's like it's like it's like someone's eating chocolate in the next room and telling you what it tastes like.
I have to say I like this sort of plain.
It's pretty plain.
I like that about it though. There's something of.
It's
I like
not
the
bad.
balance of like the vapid rice flavor with the
It's not
chocolate
bad.
flavor.
Imagine how good this would be though if there was some kind of seasoning on the rice cake and it was like more salty.
Like a caramel rice cake. Or what if you made like a
I'm thinking
some type of like
something
sandwich
with
or
heat.
something. With heat?
Like a spice. They're okay.
I like the way that it plays with your tongue because the rice cake sits on your tongue and doesn't have any flavor, and then the chocolate kind of comes through. It's an experience.
It's got good texture.
Yeah.
I've always liked the texture of rice cake.
I like that. That was weird. Rating, I give it an 8 for what it is. Like, I'd eat it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like a 6.5, 7.
No. I feel like that's our magic.
Chocolate
rank.
stuff is my least favorite candy usually, so.
Let's go into the last round here. This is the peanut butter cup type round here. We have a lot of different varieties.
Wait, what are these called?
So these are the Unreal. These are the same brand as the M&Ms. So this one is the dark chocolate almond butter. That one I believe is dark chocolate peanut butter.
What's with this? Like, were these like 50 cents in like a bin or something?
I still think they were. I think they were 69 cents.
Interesting.
It's not bad. I think that's.
But like,
you know,
is this the only way to buy them?
No. You can buy them in a pack too.
Okay.
But I just felt that this was kind of a.
They're
it is certified vegan.
They're a small, thin size.
Yeah. I think this is kind of a good. Oh, and it doesn't have the extra little
No, it doesn't have any paper.
So that one you have is peanut butter. I have the almond. Weird.
God, we haven't eaten that much, but I'm like full already.
Out.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Already, if you look at the interior, I noticed there's a color difference between the peanut and the almond. It looks a bit dry. There's like a...
This looks exactly like when you get a Reese's and they've been sitting on a shelf for like 3 years and the peanut butter's like gone bad and it's just dry and brittle.
Yeah, it's like powdering out. That's rough. You know what it reminds me of? There's like a Mexican candy. I remember that I tried once. It's like an almond cake, like with a rose.
I guess we should try it though before we...
Yeah. Okay.
Almond butter?
It is almond butter. It does with, I guess the powder mixes with the saliva and sort of creates almond butter. Because it's really creamy. It's got a very prominent almond flavor. like almond
it's
butter
really
flavor.
salty.
It is really salty.
Why is it so salty?
I'm not sure. Maybe it's got salt in it. The salt is a little bit, maybe because we're nearing the end, but
it's not for me. I don't think it's bad. It's just not for me.
The salt is throwing it off, and I usually like a good salty candy, but the way that those Cocomels have the salt that kind of balance, this one is just like.
Well, it's because it had all that caramel. There was so much caramel to like offset that.
It's still good. 6-ish.
Yeah, 6. Again, I don't know what that's really supposed to be like.
I guess it's supposed to be just like a peanut butter cup, but with almond butter.
Well, this is definitely supposed to be like a peanut butter cup, so I'm going to be comparing this directly to a Reese's.
Definitely doesn't have that saltiness. After having tasted that one, it really shows me how truly strange that one was.
This is really good.
The salt is balanced well in that one.
Anyone who's had a Reese's peanut butter cup, which I assume is a lot of you, you know, like the peanut butter doesn't really taste like peanut butter. It's like some special concoction that they've come up with. This is definitely more like a real peanut butter.
Yeah, it has that higher end flavor we've been talking about.
That's good. It's like fresh.
Yeah, maybe we should have done almond butter to almond butter and peanut butter to peanut butter here.
I'm gonna say, in terms of that being like a Reese's, it's like maybe like a 6.
I agree. I'd go for like 7 in terms of flavor.
Yeah. Yeah, on its own, I'm gonna say like a 7-ish.
So these are the Justin's brand. Kind of the same thing we just experienced with the Unreal. This one is almond, that one is peanut. Again, they have milk chocolate versions that are not vegan. You have to get the dark chocolate one. These ones can be a bit expensive. They do have also mini ones, which are nice. You can buy them in like a bag of...
My stomach is like, what is going on?
We're almost there. All right, let's try the almond one first.
I'm gonna just take a little piece.
Already it's got that powdery look to it again.
It looks the same. It really looks the same.
Yeah, it looks like it has a very similar... Not salty.
What is going on? There's something really off-putting to me about the interior stuff.
I don't know if it's just what we've tried here, but are all almond butter candies like this? It's
like grainy
and
dry.
And the funny thing is the almond ones are usually a bit more expensive. I want to say there's like a 50-cent price difference between the almond ones and the peanut butter ones. Ooh. Yeah, I didn't like that.
It's interesting though. I almost feel like they're even rounded the same way. Like, are these manufactured in the same place?
They might be.
They look so similar.
This one has like a smaller ruffle.
Yeah, but they're also smaller in general. Could I mean, they could be smaller molds.
Manufacturers formulated in the same place. We don't want to start any rumors.
Okay, so regular peanut butter cup. I didn't like that at all. I'm giving that like a 4.
Yeah, I couldn't finish that. I'd give it like a 5-ish.
Yeah. No thanks.
Justin's.
I thought you had had these before.
I have. Is this a bad batch?
It's not good.
Justin's, I've had your stuff before.
I was like bitter.
I've had those peanut butter cups before. I'm not getting bitterness, it's just texturally.
It's like the peanut butter went bad. It's like it all dried up.
Yeah, they're really like crummy.
Yeah.
5 as well.
Crummy. 5, 4, more like a 4. Okay, so we only have one left.
We do.
I never have been excited to stop eating candy before.
This one, we'll see. So these are sun butter. So this is kind of a lot happening here. They are made with sun butter, as it says on here. They are sun cups. They're made with rice chocolate, and then of course they have sunflower seed butter inside. So they are certified vegan. I have never had these. I have had the sun butter before, and I guess they now have an unsweetened version, which is good, but when I bought it initially, I didn't really care for it because I don't really care for a sweetened like peanut butter. So the fact that it was a sweetened sunflower butter was a little bit off-putting to me.
Again, it looks the same.
They look the same. Same texture. Although this does seem, it's like
This actually seems like it's got like peanut butter in it, not like some kind of not some kind of powder.
Yeah, it does seem like it's a buttery, definitely, and more oily.
So I've never had sunflower butter. I don't know what to expect.
I like it.
It tastes like eating sunflower seeds.
With sweetness. I definitely prefer it to those that we tried before.
This is so weird, it's just like sunflower seeds.
In a good way. Slightly salty, sweet. The chocolate isn't really a rich, delicious chocolate. Maybe it's the rice chocolate.
I can't even say I'm tasting the chocolate. No. I feel like all I taste is sunflower seed.
6.5, 7, all around.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same.
Didn't love it. Wow, that's surprising. I was really expecting the peanut butter cup area to be the most...
The winners?
Yeah, to be the ones where we're like, oh my god, these are delicious, these are so great. I'm surprised that we really enjoyed the gummy candy more.
Oh my gosh, yeah, the gummy candy. Like, I've got way too much chocolate going on right now. I need like a palate cleanser.
Do you need a palate cleanser with these?
I'd take one of these ones.
So let's go ahead and close this video out. It's a bit of a long taste test, but we had a lot to get through. In terms of our favorites, I'm definitely going with
the
these
Starburst
ones.
Yeah,
and
so good.
I don't know. Also, these kind of gummy candies were good too.
Are you forgetting about these? That
the Cocoa Mel's too that we gave 10s to.
That we like lost it over.
We had a lot of great stuff. As you can see, this delicious mess we have here. So thank you for watching. If there's anything else that you want to see us taste test, I feel like we've got a good vibe here.
Yeah, do you guys like these videos? Is this something that you want to see more of? I mean, I can sit here and taste test vegan products all day.
Yeah.
It's enjoyable. It's easy to make content like this. So if you want to see more of it,
yeah, comment below for sure, and let us know if there's anything you want to see us taste test. Again, he's not vegan, so he's more familiar with those flavors than I am, but I have a fairly decent flavor memory, so I have to say, pat myself on the back there.
He's really amazing about, I can say, can you duplicate this flavor? And somehow he does it.
It's a gift. So again, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, comment below, please subscribe. I'll have another recipe video out on Monday-ish. We shoot for Monday, sometimes they hit on Tuesday. Again, recommend anything you want us to give a taste test to. I know there's some vegan ice creams out there. I suggested maybe even the lunch meats one time. He didn't seem to love that idea. So anyways, like this if you like it, share this, subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, see you in the next video.
Bye.